So we have the Parker inverter welder, and it's 200 amps. So let's see what we get. So far, screaming quality. Now that we end up with the Parker 200. Comes with a 16 amp plug, so you need to buy a 16 amp socket for it. Get rid of that's in there. There's a bit of, there's actually a bit of plastic in there, and we'll find out what that's to do with. Throw that in there. So we have the quality brush and a quality slag hammer. We have the handle, the cheapest mask going. And that one kind of, it's one of those make your own with a handle, but I bought one of those, so I'm not going to make those. I will get another one of these, and instruction manual, and that is it. So I've got a darkening piece there, and I've got a clip again for the mask, which I'm never going to use. So take that away, take that away, and that leaves us with this box of goodies. So we have, seems fairly good quality. I need those scissors again. So cut through those. And I've got the stick welder, and I've got the earth clamp. All seem to be fairly good, reasonable quality. So far, so good. So I'm dying to switch you on, to be absolutely honest. So if I take hold of that, take hold of that, take hold of those. The actual case isn't that bad. I was quite impressed with the case. And I'll put the case away from it. So these are quite good because they'll only go in one way. So if you look at the angles, I don't know if you can see that. It will only go in one way, and then you tighten them up, and exactly the same with the one underneath. So again, looking at the end, you can see they only go in one way. Slot in, and then they tighten up, and then that is it. So she can go, I think it was from 20 to 200. She's on a 16 amp commando socket, so you have to buy the attachment. Doesn't come with that attachment. She has a 60% duty cycle, and she notifies when it gets hot and it cuts off, and green obviously. So these are your amperage, and you can, let me switch on. So you'll hear her come on, there you go. So she's currently at 51 amps, and you can turn that all the way up to 200. And then back down again. So the majority of my welding is going to be about the 80 mark to 115, I think. So let me just turn that off. Okay guys, the technical stuff. Now when you first start looking for welders, you are going to be interested in a couple of specifications which you'll keep your eyes open for. So you watch any of the YouTube videos, and they're all going to mention a couple of things that you need to be aware of. And the first one is amps. So where the amps are important is when it comes to what materials you're going to be able to weld and what sticks you are going to be able to use to do that welding with. So if you have 100 amps is the maximum your system will put out, potentially you're going to be limited to the sticks that you're able to use with that system. So if you look there, you can see it gives you a guideline on the thickness of rods that you're going to use. So if you electrode, so if you use the 2.5 electrode, you're going to need between 70 and 100 amps. If you're on the 3.2 electrode, it's 110 to 160, and I think the 3.2 is the 70. That's the 70. I want to say that's the 7018. If you use the 4 thickness electrode, you're on to 170 to 220, and if you want to use the 5 mils electrode, you're then into the 230 amps to 280 amps. So they are the difference, and that's how it correlates the two. So the second thing you're going to be interested in is the duty cycle. Now this is a term that I'd never heard of before looking into welding. And the duty cycle is to do with the amount of continuous welding you're able to do within 10 minutes. So it is based on a percentage. So 30% duty cycle will mean every 10 minutes you will be able to weld continuously for 3 minutes. And it goes up, so 40 would be 4 minutes, 5 would be for 50 minutes, sorry, 5 minutes, 50% would be 5 minutes, 60% would be 6 minutes, and so forth. The higher the percentage, the better the welder is. It doesn't come with any sticks, so you've got to buy sticks. And I've used the 60-30, and I did some just general pigeon poo with 60-30. Very easy to strike, very easy to kind of pick up and just get going. Now for the disappointing bit. The first day was fine. The second day I brought the welder in here, started her up, and I couldn't strike her. And I thought, that's very odd. And when I looked, and it had no power. So basically the power was on the box, but it wasn't feeding power to the rod. So I struck a couple of times and I got absolutely nothing, which is a bit of a disappointment. So she stopped working after 24 hours. Now, I contacted Amazon, because I bought it through Amazon. I contacted Amazon and said, you know, I want a refund. Basically, I want to return the item for a refund. And, you know, you go through that process. But that was yesterday, and that was on a Sunday. And today I got an email basically saying from the people, Parker, basically saying, we understand that the unit has failed on you, and please allow us to pick it up and drop off a new one. So I'm fairly disappointed that it broke after 24 hours. I would be happy to put that down to maybe just a one-off, something's happened, I don't know. And I would be happy to accept a second item, and hopefully this one will last a bit longer. So I hope that has been of use. You take it easy. If you like the video, please give me the thumbs up, please subscribe, and you take it easy. And for those that ride, ride safe, and for those that drive, stay off your phones. Take care. Bye bye.